Even though the Detroit Lions are 7-7, the NFL is taking notice. Hello, everyone. My name is Derek, and welcome to Detroit Lions Syndicate. If this is your first time here, we talk all things about the Detroit Lions, so consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. Trying to get to 8K by the end of the 2022 season. The Detroit Lions take on the Carolina Panthers this Saturday, Christmas Eve at Bank of America Stadium, and both teams are trying to make it to the playoffs. The Detroit Lions are a bit closer than the Carolina Panthers, but the Carolina Panthers are in the NFC South, and that division right now is wide open. There are three teams at 5-9, and then you have the Tampa Bay Bucks at 6-8, and the division is wide open as of now. With 3 games left in the regular season, anything is possible in the NFC South. So that should be an entertaining game. And we will have at least one Pro Bowler on the offensive line. Frank Ragnow was voted to the Pro Bowl as a starter, and I do know Taylor Decker was a 5th alternate. I saw that on Twitter. He got a nice little laugh out of that. I think a lot of the Detroit Lions were offended, and I think they're going to carry a chip on their shoulder. So I'm telling you right now, the last 3 teams in this season, they better watch out, man, because our team is going to be playing a little chippy. Also looks like Ife Melifonwu, the corner converted to safety, will probably get some playing time on Sunday against the Carolina Panthers due to the injury sustained by Deshaun Elliott a couple days ago. Dan Campbell said it was a tender shoulder and it was highly unlikely he wouldn't play. So it does appear that he is indeed out. We will get more on that later today. And that Ife Melifonwu, I'm not sure if he's going to get to start, but he will see some playing time. Now for the meat and potatoes of this video. Our team has been getting a lot of love from Swaggy to Will Upton to Saturday Morning Inspection. You name it, they're talking about the Detroit Lions. They are one of the hottest teams in the NFL. And everybody is cashing in on talking about the Detroit Lions. And sitting at 500, they still are creating a ton of buzz, having 2 different 3-game winning streaks, going 6 of their last 7, and only losing to the Buffalo Bills on Thanksgiving Day, and that was only by 3. A game they usually would lose, they found a way to win against the New York Jets with the 51-yard touchdown on the 4th and inches. Again, a beautiful call by Ben Johnson. But I saw something from NFL.com, and it really caught my attention. There are currently 5 teams in the league sitting at 7-7. And NFL.com ranked those 5 teams in order from 5th to 1st. Guess where our Detroit Lions land? Coming in at number 5 are the New England Patriots. Number 4, the Tennessee Titans. Number 3, the Seattle Seahawks. Number 2, the New York Jets, and number 1, your Detroit Lions. Now, that might not be a big deal to you, but that is a pretty big deal to me. We got shut out against the New England Patriots. We lost to the Seattle Seahawks by 3, and we did just beat the New York Jets. The Tennessee Titans, we didn't play this year. But to be number 1 and better than 2 of the 3 teams that we played and they beat us, that is fantastic. That's saying a lot. The Detroit Lions are peaking at the right time. But here's what NFL.com had to say about your Detroit Lions. After Sunday's big road win in New York, the schedule sets up nicely for Detroit to make a postseason run, presenting 3 teams all under 500. Get a little assistance along the way, and the Lions would become just the 2nd team in NFL history to start 1-6 and make the postseason, joining the 1970 Cincinnati Bengals. We've been talking about that a lot, that the Detroit Lions could be only the 2nd team in NFL history to start 1-6 and make the playoffs. 52 years since that happened last. Now, back in the 1970s, it was not a 17-game season, so you had less chances, but still, we're not going to take anything away from the 2022 Detroit Lions, but we still have to finish what we need to do and make the playoffs. There is a way, we talked about it yesterday on Syndicate Sports Detroit. Shout out to Pride of Detroit, that the Detroit Lions could clinch a playoff spot by week 17 going into 18 and really have nothing but maybe positioning to play for the 6th and 7th seed. But how do you feel about your Detroit Lions being the best of the 7-7 teams? And they are better than 2 of the teams that beat them. One of the teams shut them out, and they're better than them. So Dan Campbell was right. He spoke about that early in the year when the team was losing, that what they were going through in the early part of the year, that teams were going to go through during the later stretch. And here we are. The Seattle Seahawks are falling apart. The New England Patriots look pathetic. My name is Derek. This is Detroit Lions Syndicate. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. Help us reach our in-season goal and show up on Saturday so we can have a good time and cheer on the Lions. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself. And as always, go Lions.